It's all about the money, 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 was said once by a great philosopher, Jesse J. And today, it is all about the money, money, money. It's Slovakia versus Czech Republic. Each team in the top division has got £250 million, £250 million every season. Will any of them climb to the summit of European glory? Or will they just spunk it up the wall on players that are rubbish? We're going to simulate forward over 150 years, I think. Over 100 years, 150 years, something like that. Can't even remember. Go find out together, shall we? But first, we're at day 1, 20th of June 2022, and we're in the Czech First Division. And we have got Baník Ostrava. If we have a quick look at the financial situation, the income, individual TV deal of £250 million. The end date is 2023, but it is a renew income, which means it will regenerate every single season. Slovakia have got the same. In terms of the Czech First Division, it is 20th in terms of competition reputation. And the Slovakian First Division, 35th. They're already working from behind our Slovakia, but if we just have a quick look at their income, there you go. An individual TV deal of £250 million. In terms of internationally, Slovakia are 46th in the world with Calzona's base. Not even looking at the camera. How disinterested is he? 46th they are. Czech Republic, equal 29th. We will see who will climb higher internationally. Will there be any international success? Because I'm sure with all this money, teams will be funneling money into their youth academies and youth recruitment. And there'll be a lot more wonder kids coming through. But without further ado, we're going to jump through 50, count them, 50 years at this first juncture to 2072. Let's go, gang. It was the 7th of June 2072, and we're going to jump into the Slovakian First Division first, and we see it's only up in bloody 6th. Go on, Slovakia. Well, in the past 50 years, Slovan Bratislava, who were actually doing quite well beforehand, let it be known, but it's Slovan Bratislava and Dunstrada, Michalovci, Trnava, Michalovci, Zlate Moravci. If I'm saying this wrong, correct me down below in the comments. But I've nailed that. Rosenborg. Oh, I could be Slovakian. I'm not, but I could be with these pronunciations. You know it, gang, right? Slovan Bratislava have been the team of the experiment so far. They have got 51 league titles to their name. About 40 of them in the 50 years. The Slovan Bratislava have won a hell of a lot of the Slovakian First Division, and the Slovakian First Division is up in 6th place, ahead of, as you can see, the Czech First Division, which is down in 8th. Looking over this, we've got Baník Ostrava, Hradec Králové, Jablonec, Victoria Plzeň, Sparta Prague. So, over the course, Slavia Prague, Victoria Plzeň, Baník Ostrava and Hradec Králové, Slovako, in competing for Czech Republic against Slovakia. We've got a traitor, a little turncoat. Slovako should be Slovakian, surely. If we go and see some runner-up in the Slovakian league as Czech Republica, we know if something's gone wrong. I digress. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Fine, you've twisted my arm. České... Hang on. České. České. You always got the big thing above. It's not a C. Ch, I think. České. I've nailed that bit. That's the easy bit. Budejovic? Budejovice? That'll have to do. Anyway. On we move. So Czech Republic down in 8th. But they've climbed up to 8th. Let it be known, from 20th, whereas Slovakia have come from 35th. So both teams, both nations, should I say, really making moves. In terms of the transfers then, if we look at the fees, the top fees, Charlie McDonald has gone internally. An English player, 27 years old, Charlie Mackers, New Jan faced, £35,500 a week, worth that. Do you know what? That's a very sensible wage for someone who's that good. I've got no problem with that wage. I thought if they were paying like £350,000 a week, I'd be having words. So a lot of these players are leaving and going elsewhere. Not massive transfers. We got anything? I'm going to scoot back a few years, and I've not seen anything. Like, yeah, Milos Duda, gone to Bayern Munich. He's now at Liverpool. Via Porto. He's done the rounds, hasn't he? 26 million to Bayern Munich, 43 million to Porto, 63 million to Liverpool. Every single time he's worth more. He's decent. Good flair. Yeah, he's a good playmaker, isn't he? I can see why. 150k a week. Fair enough. Anyway, we're digressing. So we're not seeing tons going on, are we? Not seeing tons going on at all. We look at the Slovakian First Division. Slovan Bratislava, because this has been the team. These have been the team that are up there. And here we go. Vladimir Milosevic on £375,000 a week. So we've been charmed by seeing a couple of those other players. Current ability 143 at 29 years old on nearly £400,000 a week. This is where all your money's going. This is why they're not... We don't even know if they won any European trophies yet, but look at the state of this. I mean, he's on £200,000 more than Ivan Dielbert. And he's blagged himself a decent Dielbert, hasn't he? Old Ivan. 175k a week at 33 years old. Moved from Al Nassr. He's done the rounds, hasn't he? A lot of big wages going on there. Ruz and Baroque have won the most recent season. Are they spunking money up the wall? Not as badly. £160,000 for Jesus. I mean, if he's turning water into wine, make that money back. Get yourself a liquor license. He is decent. He's not £160,000 a week good, is he? You'd have him as a... If you were chasing Conference League, Europa League in the Premier League, you'd have him as a squad option. He wouldn't be a starter, would he? And he'd be falling down the pecking order as you'd be getting towards the Champions League. You don't be paying £160,000 a week for that kind of player, do you? Ambrogio Vantagiato with what has to be one of the best names I've ever seen for a regen, but the worst teeth. Where is his teeth? What's happened to his teeth? Is that a glitch in the New Jan face pack thing? These aren't real people, are they? Am I just slagging off some poor bloke's teeth? If I am, I apologise, Ambrogio Vantagiato. But I don't think you're a real person. Well, he's not got that name. Digressing. This is going to be a long video, gang. We haven't even looked at Europe yet. Let's go and look at Europe. Too busy. No, sorry, we've looked at Slovakian League. Let's go and have a quick look at the Czech First Division. Right, winners. Baník Ostrava have won 4 of the last 5. And what are they paying for their players? Very sensible. Not one player over £100,000 a week. 75 grand a week for Zevihun Abera. Why are they being so sensible with the money in Czech Republic? Go to České. Again, very sensible transfer business dealings, to be fair. Victoria Poulsen won Oldrich Kvida. Not sure why. He's not very good, is he? He's had a bit of a career, hasn't he? Look away. Oh, bloody hell. Been all over the shop. Right, so the Czech Republic are not paying as much. They're lower than Slovakia. So, we're going to have a look at Conference League then. Obviously, we go back to the beginning of time, and Capitoline beat Feyenoord, of course. That was in real life. Going through then, if you happen to see anyone that I miss, let me know in the comments down below. I'm not going to be able to get every single one of them, because, I'm not going to be able to, am I? It's not feasible. But the first one I've seen, Slovan Bratislava up here as runners-up in 2043-44. And they've gone and won it in 48-49. They've got themselves a Conference League trophy. Baník Ostrava up here in 2052-53. So a Czech Republic have got a runner-up. And we've got a winner for Slovakia. And the same team's got a runner-up as well. Just moving up through the rest up to today's date. Slovan Liberec are Czech Republican. Czechoslovakian. My apologies. And that's it. So we've had a couple of runners up for Czech Republic and a runner-up and a win for Slovakia. So first blood to Slovakia. In terms of the Europa League then, not expecting anything to have happened in the Europa League, so we're going to dwell on this far less at this juncture. I think the next 50 years will be the more Europa League style, and then hopefully, we do get some Champions League success by the end. Do not hold your collective breath though, gang, because there's been many times with all this money that it never happens. Nothing in the Europa League. I mean, it's much of a muchness, isn't it? Champions League's not going to happen. Real Madrid have had a good time of it. When do they not? When do they not? Borussia Dortmund done all right. We've got a few trophies to the name, but Real Madrid have won plenty. Man City have won quite a few. Man City have won 10. 10. All in the save game. And they've come up a few times. There we go. Nothing has happened in that. So should we have a look in the European Championships? I mean, I'm not expecting much to have happened internationally. 3 in a row for France here. Look at that. 24, 28 and 32. Then Belgium beating Turkey. England, Portugal, Switzerland. Czech Republic have won one in 2052. So the golden generation that won it would not still be here. But let's have a quick check-in on the national team. Czech Republic are 16th. 16th. That's a climb from equal 29th, isn't it? And in terms of their current ability, who is their best player? It is Jan Tichy, who is a striker for Real Madrid. And bloody hell, he is tasty, isn't he? He's a very good player. £77 million he paid for him from Juve. 73 and 79 internationally. What a player. He's only just moved to Real Madrid as well. In January. They've got a lot of good players there. Well done, Czech Republic then. They've got themselves a Euros. I'm very impressed with that. In terms of the World Cup. So we've not had any of the teams winning it here, but we have had Australia runner-up, Chile winning it in 2058, Uruguay in 2042. A quick stop in with Slovakia. Again, they've got some good players coming through. Not as good though. Not as good. Adrian Kmet playing for Barcelona is very good. Very good indeed. And they're up in 21st. So they have moved up from, was it 35th? I can't remember now. Anyway, they've moved up to the 21st. We are seriously dragging on this first 50 years. We've got 2 more stop-ins. Let's go another 50 before this gets out of hand. Oh my God. The Czech First Division is down in 23rd. It was in 26th. What has happened? Slavia Prague. They're not paying anything for any of the players. Has the money gone? It sometimes does. Still there. Still getting an individual TV deal. They've got the best part of £1 billion in the bank. They're not spending it though, are they? No bugger's spending it. I mean, look at this. Look at these transfers in the 20 millions. You're getting 250 per season. Here we go, couple. 46.5 million. Sparta Prague to Trenchin. He's now at Inter. They made a 40 odd million pound profit. Bohemians to Bankska Briska. Fernando Salazar. They're just not. Here we go. Here's a big one. 77 million. Leaving the league. Look at how good he is. Started off in Czech Republic, went for 77 million to Juve, and now he's playing for Dunstrada in Slovakia. £128 million. Hold the phone then. Czech Republic are down in 23rd. Where on earth is the Slovakian league? Because, I mean, yeah, we could look at some of this, but what's the point? What's the point? We're excited for Slovakia. 5th. 5th. And look who's winning it. It's Trnava have won. We left it. We were here last time with Rosenborg had just won it. Trnava had started to take over from Slovan Bratislava, and they did. They took over for basically 20 years, 2 decades. In fact, they were top of the pile in Slovakia, doing really well. And they've jibbed in with a couple more since, but in the last 30 years, it has essentially been Dunstrada and Trnava have been in amongst it as well. Well, in terms of the players, as you can see, £300,000 for Jan Dvorak. Also, they've got Kevin Lescano at £325,000. And do you know what? Worth it. They're actually bloody good players. 188 current and potential ability. They've got an entire team of players that are above 140, 150, 160. Trnava, again, £350,000 for a 160 player. He's good. Not quite worth £350,000. £450,000 for Arsene Lesko at 145. Give that man's agent a raise. He's come back from he's gone to Saudi Arabia because he's just a greedy. I nearly swore then. Gone to Saudi Arabia for the money, and then he's left Saudi Arabia for the money. Can you believe it? Look at this, Marcin Robel, £325,000 at 139. He's not bad. He's not bad, but he's not great, is he? And you've got Andrzej Pridbel, 25 years old, 142 current ability, on 92 grand a week. Joining Hertha Berlin. He's leaving. He's off. Anyway, Slovakia are 19th in the world. There's the senior squad. A lot of their players are playing across Europe for some of European big teams. Have they won anything? They have not. Czech Republic are up in 11th, though, and they seem to be doing better youth-wise. They're bringing in better players. You've got Mikhail Orlov, who's also there, playing for Dortmund. Moved to Dortmund for £57 million. And they've only gone and won themselves a World Cup in 21-14, 8 years ago. They won the World Cup. China have also won a World Cup. They beat Bulgaria in the final, with Peru coming third place. Absolute scenes over here. Very impressive. In terms of conference leagues, then, we were here in the 2070s, and we're going to skim through this. I'm expecting some for the Slovakian league, at the very least. Michalovce have got themselves a conference league. Banska Bystrica, runners-up. Trenchin, conference league. Not as many as I would have thought. Europa Leagues, then. Have we got Europa League in this 50-year period? Hopefully we have. Hopefully we have. I'm not sure whether we will do, though. We have Dunstrada in 2095-96, and then followed up the following year with Slovan Bratislava. We've got back-to-back Europa Leagues for Slovakian teams. Then Banska Bystrica, always the bridesmaid, never the bloody bride. They're runners-up again. They were runners-up for the Conference League, I would say a couple of minutes ago. More than a couple of minutes ago. We saw it a couple of minutes ago. And again, Banska. Deary me. Well, Czech Republic have had the better of it internationally, but Slovakia have had the better of it domestically. So in terms of Champions Leagues, we've got nothing yet. And we're not expecting anything, to be honest. Hold on. Dunstrada have won 2 Champions Leagues. We've got 2 Champions Leagues for Dunstrada. So these last 50 years or so are going to be very, very interesting. Czech Republic need to step up. They really need to step up. Slovakia have got this in the bag. Let's go and find out how it ends. Okay, where do we start? We start internationally. Slovakian international team is 12th. 2178. 6 years ago, they won the bloody World Cup. Think about. Australia have won 1, 2, 3, 4 World Cups. How on earth? Where have all these players come from? I mean, they're fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Unbelievable squad. But Australia. Israel have won a World Cup. Slovakia, so winning a World Cup in 2178, drawing level with Czech Republic, who won it in 2114, so it's 1-1. Czech Republic are in 11th, so in terms of world ranking, they're side by side at 11th and 12th. Very poetic how that's how it's ended. The Euros, though, for Czech Republic, no Euros for Slovakia. They did come run up to Bulgaria and Belarus. Belarus won the bloody Euros 12 years ago. What the hell? Gets a little bit mad, doesn't it? 162 years. We're 62 more years on as well. 2184 we're in. Sorry, gang. Didn't mention that. It was over 50 years. I spoil you. I know. But that kind of guy. Bulgaria have won a lot of Euros. Right, so there we go. Internationally, there you go. The Czech First Division is down in 27th. And I think that's it. We know who's won then, don't we? We know who's won. Because they're in 27th. Competition reputation. Okay, Slovakian league is down. It was 11th and 12th, and it's now down in 16th. So Trnava have won a lot. Liptovsky Mikulas have come through and won quite a few. Gongbo, the Chineseman, very good player, £325,000 a week. Again, Raul Shubinok, on £450,000 a week. I mean, it's just silly money, isn't it? So last time we were here in the 21-22, so again, 23-24, Michalovce have coming up to Arsenal, and we are looking quickly through. Slovan Bratislava have won here. Slovan Bratislava in 2033-34. Trnava in 21-41. Dunstrada getting another one in 2048-49. Runner-up a few years later. Trenchin. It's just all about Slovakia right now. Czech Republic can't get a look in. Trnava again. I've probably missed a few there just on the way through. Runners up and whatever. We'll see, won't we? Again, Europa League then. Here we go. Runner up Liptovsky Mikulas. Dunstrada winning another Europa League in 21-69-70. Liptovsky Mikulas have won one here in 73-74. Another runner up for Dunstrada. In the most recent, they're currently the runners up of the Europa League. And in terms of Champions Leagues then, still a lot of the usual suspects, but Banska Bystrica have come runner-up once again. They got a Europa League. in 21-27. Did I notice that? I might have done. Apologies if I didn't miss that. If I did miss that, but they have won a trophy. But runners up again over here. You can't make this stuff up, can you? But we're just scrolling through. Doesn't seem to be anything happening going forward up here. We've not got Rangers have won one. That's it. No, so it's just Dunstrader who've won Champions Leagues from either league. I think it's very conclusive to say that it was Slovakia that took this experiment. Czech Republic did get an extra Euros internationally, but Slovakia won every international tournament. So in every European tournament going, loads of Conference Leagues, loads of Europa Leagues, 2 Champions Leagues, which is better than anything that Czech Republic did. So there we go. That is the end of today's experiment. I hope you've had a good time. Previously, in the past, we have gone back and redone the simulation with youth players and youth facilities. So let me know if you would like to see that down below for these 2 nations and compete. See if that will twist, that will flip the balance of power somewhat and give us a different bit of a reading. Because, yeah, I'd quite like to sort of see that one out. But let me know what you think. Or other ideas similar to this, different to this, whatever you want to do. Let me know in the comments down below. Most importantly, take good care of yourselves, gang. And I'll see you soon. Subscribe to the channel and all that jazz as well, yeah? Take care of yourselves. And like the video. And take care of yourselves.